What's going on, guys? We're back with Chris from New Venture Entrepreneurs, and we're recapping our month of September and kind of doing our weekly show. So, Chris, how you doing?
Doing good, man. Just working hard, putting up a lot of designs up, getting ready for the fourth quarter. But other than that, everything else is pretty good. How
That's
about
right.
you?
Today's the first day of Q4 officially, October 1st. So,
It is. You're right.
pretty fired up. Pretty
Yeah,
fired.
it feels like it hasn't been that long. Like I've been so focused on merch. Like I started this in February, and it's like already in October. It feels like it's been going pretty fast. I
Wow,
guess
that's crazy.
that just shows my excitement for the business itself.
So, this is your first merch quarter four, yeah?
It is. Yeah, and I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah, we'll get into it. I'm talking about my September. So yeah.
But you've been through some e-commerce Q4s before, like on eBay and some of your past businesses, right?
Just okay. So when I did my private label business with Amazon, I started that in December. Like December 21st is when I made my first sale with private label, and then it just like shot up after that. So I didn't really get the full effect of it for a private label. I really felt it with eBay. So I already know how e-commerce is with the fourth quarter. So that's pretty much about it. Other than that, I haven't really felt it for any other platform.
Cool. I'm fired up, man. So should we get into
Yeah,
numbers? Do you wanna lead us off? Tell us about your month
let's
and
do it.
the usual questions.
Yeah. All right. So start off. The tier is 500. So I still have not tiered up. I do have 497 designs up. Same thing. I've been taking some things down. I'm actually going to take another one down probably tonight and upload something else. So I have 497 up. September is, or I sold 49 products for September,
Nice.
and that's a huge increase over August. September is actually my biggest month. So August and June were the biggest month for me before with 39, but now September is pretty much past that with 49. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm really
Congrats,
excited
man.
to see
That's
what
huge.
October is going to do. Yeah, man, it's pretty huge. Um, it's not the most in royalties. My biggest month was in June for royalties, but
Mhm.
like July, I've been really playing around with like pricing, doing different pricing strategies. So now I'm at that like happy medium with higher prices and lower prices. So it's kind of like just balancing in between right now. The number of products that sold for September is 26. So I sold 26
Wow.
different products. 10 of those different products are pop sockets. So they are just making some pretty good sales for me.
That's
Um,
awesome.
it just since I'm selling so many of them, I kind of think that I should upload more than what I have. Like I haven't really uploaded a pop socket in over a week maybe.
Yeah.
So like some things I probably need to take down and upload more pop sockets because there's still a lot of potential with pop sockets in my opinion at
Sure.
least.
So
Uh,
what's your strategy with pop sockets? Are you just using your t-shirt designs and then putting them on there? If you don't mind sharing, or are you
no, that's
creating?
what I actually did at first because I had the designs already made. But once I started doing some more research with pop sockets and kind of getting to feel what sells for those, I started doing more designs specifically for pop sockets only.
Hmm,
Um,
cool.
for the most part, I'd have to say there's only like I don't know. Yeah, there's just a lot of pop sockets selling for me, so they're doing pretty good.
And
Yeah.
then what about pricing on those? Are you pricing at 14.99, 14.95, or lower, higher? Like, how do you think about that?
I think just the default 14.99 is a good price because in my opinion, to me, like that's kind of pricey already. Like something that you just easily put on your phone. I think something like that should be like, I don't know, $10. But
Yeah.
you're not making any money. I don't even think you could price it that low. Like the lowest you can price it at is 11.75 or something like that.
Oh,
So
really? I didn't even
yeah,
know. I don't go below 13.95. So
yeah. I mean, so 14.95, pretty much the default for me is a pretty good way to go.
cool. Wow.
I have been uploading. I'm getting ready for Christmas, so I've been uploading some Christmas designs. I already sold one already, so that
Wow.
was pretty amazing.
Someone's
Um,
leaving early. Like, that's ridiculous. The beginning of
yeah,
October, or I guess September for you still. It's crazy.
I started uploading probably like towards the middle of September or a little bit before. Um, I don't know. I think that December is just going to be have a lot of traffic to Amazon, and you already hear about previous times where they kind of had that freeze on uploading. I
Hmm.
don't want that to happen to me at all. So I already started getting uploads ready. Um, And what I did was that it was something so simple. One of my top selling designs, I just put like a Christmas hat on it and on the image,
Oh,
and
nice.
it sold. So that was pretty
Cool.
amazing. Something as simple as
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
That's crazy how you can just make a simple little tweak to one of your best sellers and it just goes. Like that's a really good strategy to use. I need to start doing that a little bit more.
Yeah, test it out. It may work because people are really into that niche that I work with or work in a lot. Um, so some strategies, some things that I have been doing is opening up different social media accounts. So we've talked about it before. We already talked about Spark.
Mhm.
We've talked about Pinterest. So I'm getting more involved with those. I'm uploading more consistently to those. I've also opened up a Twitter account.
Oh,
So
nice.
for the brand.
Yeah.
And one way for me to manage all that is with the platform called Hootsuite. So you just connect all of your different social medias to Hootsuite, and you can just make a post to the different social media platforms all on that one platform. It's pretty amazing, and
That's
it's all
fun.
for free too. So if anyone is interested in doing that, go ahead and check that out too. If you do social media,
Does it do Pinterest as well? I've used Hootsuite in the past, but mostly for like Instagram and Facebook. So does it do like
I
Pinterest
haven't I
stuff?
haven't tried it with Pinterest yet. I just made the account really. So I haven't really like played with it.
Sure.
So I will find out more about it for sure.
Cool.
I mean, how do you feel about social media with this print-on-demand business? Do you think social media helps, or do you think it's not really necessary?
Yeah, I mean, so my mindset right now is that I kind of am segmenting things. So, like, I look at it where Spark and AMS, like, that is going to be for Amazon only. That's for merch only. And then right now, I'm using like Pinterest to funnel traffic to my merch listings, but that's only because I don't have enough listings anywhere else. So I don't have like enough stuff on Etsy that I would want to drive traffic to, right?
Makes sense.
Facebook, if I were to do like Facebook ads, I don't think that I would drive the traffic to Amazon because I mean, just because I feel like the margins are so low, to me, it doesn't really make sense. I'd rather use the same amount of money and drive traffic to, like a Facebook page built for my brand or a Shopify store, because then you get not only the sale and your sale has a bigger margin, hopefully built in to absorb some of the cost of the Facebook ads, but also you kind of get the residual effect of someone that's like also going to hopefully follow or like your brand versus on merch. I feel like you don't get any data on the customer. So I just feel like it's a little bit of a waste to me to drive traffic from Facebook ads, but I could be totally wrong because I haven't really done it. So I've heard of some people having success with it, but I don't know. What do you think? Like,
Well, going off what you said, I have been using the AMS store or the Amazon storefront with the Amazon advertising. So I've been putting a lot of focus on that lately. I'm, like all day I've been on it, trying to really structure it and optimize it. I think personally that if you drive traffic to Amazon and make sales, you're just putting yourself in a very good position because you already know Amazon has the most customers.
totally.
And then when you make sales from that traffic that you got, you're gonna rank your listings better, when you make sales. And so you're getting like the sales from the traffic you're bringing in, and plus since your rank's getting better, you're gonna make more sales because of that as a result. That's just how I feel about it. Plus, I love that Amazon put out that feature to make a store. I think it's a great, opportunity for you to just really drive traffic to one place under like one roof with all of your products.
Sure. I'm interested to hear about your experience with that because I remember when they first announced that you could like build a branded storefront on, more for like a private label brand or whatever. And at first, a lot of people were excited about it. And then I never really heard any major success stories with that. So I'm interested to see how that converts to something like merch where I feel like it could work a little bit better. I personally haven't done that yet. I've been playing around with like AMS ads, but I haven't had a ton of success. So yeah, I mean, I'm very interested to hear your story and the feedback.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep you updated for sure. I don't know. I'm just really gonna put some focus into it, and then also that you can, or also from that, if it doesn't work out for you, or if you eventually like have success on Amazon, you can just build a store like a Shopify store or WordPress website on its own, and then just change the strategy from driving traffic to Amazon to drive it to your store. But you're already getting that initial traffic build up already.
Yeah. I think the most important thing you said is just that if you are investing in ads to the merch, like to the all your Amazon products, it's all about the BSR and getting them boosted up, just like a private label product or anything else. Like you're getting it boosted up with the idea that eventually your organic traffic kicks in so much that the AMS or whatever ads you're running is like chump change in comparison to hopefully the organic side. So
Right, and that's just like what Brianna said when we had our video like a couple weeks ago.
yeah,
She said that she learned that it's all about volume, you know. So
totally.
you're getting lower margins on Amazon, but if you're getting more sales, or if you're getting sales, it's gonna boost your BSR, and you'll get more and more sales because of that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I think you hit the nail on the head. That's what I've been trying to focus on in my business right now, is just getting as many designs as possible uploaded on merch before I move my focus too much elsewhere. Like I've definitely, as I've alluded to in some of the other videos, been playing around with like eBay and Etsy a little bit, but and I do want to focus more on those. But I think it's just, yeah, it's a numbers game. It's really just getting like more products listed and then trusting that Amazon's going to drive you sales just because there's so many people with their credit cards on file and, you know, they know what they're doing. I mean, they really do. So, yeah.
Yeah. And it was funny when we had our video a couple weeks ago with Shannon and Spencer, how Spencer was saying that he's doing a lot of like scaled designs, but he's like, if you've seen his income reports, he's still making a decent amount of money from just doing like scaled designs. So I guess it just shows that Amazon really rewards you if you're just consistently uploading. It could be anything, but you know, you can still make sales as long as you're just putting in work.
That I still want to ask him about that. The whole Photoshop automation thing. I didn't even know that was like a tool. You remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, vaguely. I kind of remember.
Yeah, yeah. Like you set up, I don't know, you set up a design that maybe you're just switching out like, I don't know, a birthday month or something, and then you could have some kind of automation feature. I don't know.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, yeah, but I feel like that could be cool. So if anyone who's watching this knows, let us know in the comments below, because I actually really want to figure that out.
Yeah. So how has your merch been going for September?
Yeah, so I've definitely been putting a lot more focus on it. So I'm still at tier 1000. As of today, I've got 717 live.
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
Work.
Well, I just uploaded 30 today, and I'm probably going to do like, I have another 10 or 20 to do tonight. So yeah, I've been doing actually a lot of pop sockets. I think I maybe put up another like 150 pop sockets just because, yeah, I mean, one of the things you touched on was just that it's still fairly untapped, and I started to get a few sales there. And my margins I'm making $2.22 because I priced at $14.95. So I'm making $2.22 versus most of my t-shirts are starting around like 82-cent royalty to 157 and then go up from there. So I just feel like it's a good price point. So anyway, but 717 live last month was by far my best month. I did 100 t-shirts sold actually.
No way, really?
Yeah, but
that's amazing.
I had 4 cancellations, so really I only sold 96 shirts.
That's still a good milestone, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty fired up about that. I did have 8 returns, which was painful because I think, let me see. Yeah, I had 8 returns, which, yeah, puts me at a total of 12 returns overall. So last month was like the bulk of my returns, but that's all right. And yeah, the last 7 days, I think the craziest part of that is the last 7 days I did 43 shirts or 43 products. So for the whole month, I did what, 96. And out of that, almost half of them were from 1 week. So I don't know if that's because of fourth quarter or what that is that's kind of coming up, or maybe I'm catching my momentum from some of the work that I put in a few weeks or a month ago. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the month. So as far as like the strategies, I think one of the biggest things that really helped me is that I went back through every single one of my shirts right after I got tiered up to tier 1000. So I had maybe like 550 designs live, and I literally just like went through every single one. And if it hadn't sold, I optimized and like changed pricing, changed bullet points. I actually moved a lot of prices up. So I had a lot of shirts that weren't selling at $12.95, or it was like one of the lowest amounts you could put, I think $12.95. And I moved a lot of them up to maybe like $13.95, $14.95. My mindset was just, you know, they're already at the bottom. No one's buying them. So maybe the perceived value is not there. Right. And, you know, screw it. Like I might as well at least try to get a margin if this thing sells. So I'd optimize the bullet points, move it up in the price. And I've definitely noticed that I have had a bump in sales. So I've had some that, used to sell that all of a sudden have come back and sold a little bit more. And so that's one of the big things. And then the other one's just, yeah, focusing a lot on uploading. So I've really been putting a lot of time into research and design, and yeah, just working with my designer a lot more. And part of that's because I knew fourth quarter was coming and I really wanted it to pay off big time. So I just want a lot of stuff up by the end of October. I mean, really by the next, week and a half, 2 weeks, because I want to have time to like optimize in the system and everything. So it's kind of my mindset with everything right now.
All right, a couple things.
Yeah, light it up.
So I want to ask you about your pricing. If you feel comfortable, what is your highest price point that you have right now? And like, what's the highest price point you made a sell at?
Yeah, highest price point I have is probably like $18.95, but I don't think I sell any at $18.95. I actually need to go with just one. There's one shirt that I used to be selling really well, and I moved it up, and I just realized it hasn't sold. Anyway, I'd say like most of my shirts are selling between $14.95 and $16.95, and I've pretty much almost everything's priced above at $13.95 or above. And I think that once you're in like tier 500, tier 1000, you have some more room to justify pushing your prices up. You're not as, I feel like before I got to where I'm at now, like tier 100, I was pricing everything at the bottom of the barrel just because I wanted to get the volume. And now at tier 1000, like you were saying, it's the volume game. So I know I have 700 designs up. So I'm a lot more likely to get sales just because I have the numbers and the exposure. So I might as well move my prices up and try to at least get a little bit of capital to kind of have some more money to pay for ads and experimenting and paying my designer and all that stuff. So that's my mindset right now on pricing, but I should be better at it. I really need to start doing more of the research on like how the market's working. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, I think it's always good to test things out, even if you know that you'll make sales at $17.99, I guess, or you said $16.95. If you get a funny feeling about a shirt design and you think it may not sell at that price point, it's okay to like test it out at a lower price point. I think you should always just test. That's my main thing. It's always okay to test.
What do you do for pricing though? Like, are you going off like the market? Are you still pricing low, trying to get out tier 500? Like,
now that's the reason why I brought it up, because I finally made a sell. Like, I was just testing this price point out. I priced a shirt at $17.99, and I made my first sell like a day or two ago. So that just like really got me in the mindset of I can make sales at $17.95 or $17.99, and then like it just switch went off in my head. Like from now on, I'm just gonna upload and price my shirts at $17.99.
Yeah,
because when you make a sale and you get the royalties, I feel like it might balance out. Like if you're selling a shirt like $12.99 or something like that, you're not gonna get much in royalties.
Yeah.
But when it comes to volume, you might make, let's just say you might make like, I don't know, $4, and you have to sell so many shirts. If you sell a shirt at $17.99 and you make a sale, that's gonna like balance out to all those other shirts you sold. You know?
Yeah.
So all my other price points or all my other shirts priced low, I'm gonna still do my strategy of increase the price after each sale. But from now on, each shirt that I upload going forward is gonna be $17.99. I'm just gonna that's a test for me, just to test it out, see how it goes, really.
Totally. Yeah. Keep us posted, because I think it's, especially we're both in Southern California where, everything's expensive. But to me, $16.95 for a shirt is still cheap to me, especially when you're only paying, it's free shipping. Maybe you pay like $1.50 in tax or whatever. But like, I don't know, most stores you go in down here, it's like $24.95 for a shirt.
Oh yeah.
Like the online targeting I get on Facebook, most stuff, it's like $19.95 for a shirt, plus you pay $5 in shipping and handling. So like, I just think that there is that weird feeling of like a $12.95 shirt. For me personally, if I see that when I'm shopping, I'm actually probably not going to buy that, because I don't equate that with like value, unless it's a plain t-shirt like the one I'm wearing. Otherwise, like, it's something about that price seems a little odd. But that being said, like, that's also maybe a factor of like where we live, and everything is expensive here. So maybe that's not the case if you're a buyer from, I don't know, the Midwest or somewhere else. Yeah. Where maybe the cost of living,
because the cost of living is lower.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, no,
but maybe they're not getting paid as much. I don't know. I don't really know like too much about all that, but you bring up a good point though. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So
Another question I had, I just wanted to ask about the returns. Is it really in the same niche, or are you getting like returns across the board in different niches, really?
it's very
Or is it
weird.
like one shirt specifically?
Yeah, it's I think so. I got 8 returns, and I think let's see, I want to say like 4 of them were from different shirts, but then I want to say like 3 or 4 were from either the exact same shirt or the exact same niche, which is super weird because I don't really know exactly. Like this shirt, the design quality looks good, but maybe I need to buy a shirt because it was just weird. It was like someone bought 2 of them and then returned 2, and then 2 separate other people bought 1 more each and then both returned those. So like 3 people returned the same. I think it was the same shirt. So I don't know. I mean, it's definitely painful to get the returns. I'm not gonna lie.
And they don't have any reviews on them?
I don't think this shirt does. I've been starting to go look at my reviews, and I think most of my shirts don't have any, but I've noticed some. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I'm pretty sure I went and looked, and it didn't have any reviews or anything. But yeah,
To be honest, that's something I got into the habit of doing now. So after every
yeah,
week, I'll just go through the list of all the products that sold, and I'll just click them to go to the product listing to see if they got any reviews, because it really sucked. Like after those, like I told you the last time, I got a
oh
two
yeah,
star
that's
for 2
right.
of my shirts.
Yeah,
I was like, man, I can't have this.
yeah,
So yeah,
totally.
now I'll just click on all my solds for the week and see if I got any reviews. And then that one shirt that I'm really like butthurt about, it was really my top seller in May. I sold 28 of those in May. Like that was my top selling
Wow.
shirt. And I'm just so hesitant to take those down. I really don't want to,
Right.
because it already has like its history. I'm
Yeah.
still making like a few sales here and there. Definitely not as much. So I mean, it's still making sales, which is a good thing. I think that when the traffic comes, or fourth quarter, people will still buy it. Uh, I don't know. I just don't want to erase all that history it has, I guess.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, that's tough. So remind me that it has 1 review and it's for 3 stars. Was that what the
I
situation
have
was?
2 shirts. Both of those shirts were like my top sellers.
Yeah.
Both shirts now have a 2-star review on
Yeah.
each.
That's so frustrating.
So in the first one, the customer said that it was kind of like blurry or fuzzy,
Yeah.
and the second one, which was in all Spanish, said something along the lines of like the image on Amazon looks better than in person, or something like that.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can get them removed and use the. I
I've
forget.
been thinking about that, like contacting Amazon, because if it's blurry or fuzzy, is
Yeah.
that really my fault, or?
Yeah. You might be able to get away with the whole Amazon will wipe the reviews off if it was their fault, which merch is kind of weird.
Exactly.
Like technically, I mean, we make the design. So if the design was blurry, but if you uploaded a clean, clear design and none of the other people that bought it had issues except for these 2, like to me, that sounds like it was something Amazon did with the printing, right? But I don't know. Might be tough. Uh, Chris, I might have lost you on audio.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are.
I saw someone left. Yeah, it's kind of going on and in and out. We're good now?
Yeah, I think so. Just took a second.
Okay.
What were you saying now?
Sorry about this, guys. I was saying that I was doing some research recently, and I saw someone left a review on some product I was looking at, and they said that the shirt itself, which is terrible because it had a whole bunch of like spots on it, and it clearly wasn't the designer's fault at all. Just Amazon had left like spots and stuff on the shirt, and it looked pretty bad. And the reviewer like left pictures on it. It is Amazon's fault. It's not our
Right.
fault sometimes. So
Yeah,
I should look into that and see if I can get those stars, those 2-star review removed.
totally. I mean, it's also it's frustrating when the quality's out of our hands, but I guess that's part of the whole, the platform and the program. And then again, I mean, Amazon merch by Amazon's only 3 years old, so hopefully there's a lot more time for them to kind of get this feedback and start improving things, which hopefully they will. I mean, we'll see what happens though, right?
It's funny you say that. I mean, to me it just feels like they've been around longer than what they actually have. Like, yeah, you're right. It's only been 3 years, but to me, like they're still rolling out basic features slowly but surely. Like they just updated the analyze page. Like they just updated that.
I know it's the
Like come
functionality
on.
is pretty
Yeah.
questionable still. So, which it's crazy. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't understand.
So another thing is I've been training my designer to upload to different platforms. So that's one thing I've been focusing on as well. If you guys have designers at all, it's probably not a bad idea to do something like that. So you don't have to put so much work and focus on just merch. You can still get designs uploaded to different platforms without having to put so much focus or without stretching yourself out. I mean,
So where are you uploading them right now? What platforms are you having that person upload to? Is it just one, or are they like how's that look? I guess.
So the overall goal for me for the business is to upload to Merch by Amazon, Etsy, Spreadshirt, and Redbubble. So right now, well, pretty much what I want to do in the business is upload to Merch by Amazon and Etsy, and then I'm going to hire another person to upload to Redbubble. I just trained my to Spreadshirt. So that's what's going on right now. So like I said, I eventually want to hire someone else to upload to Redbubble.
Dude, that's huge. I need to get on that. I really do. I just said I was going to focus on Amazon, but I just keep thinking, wow, I have 600 plus 700 designs. I'm like, I need to get those out on the other platforms. Even if that only scrapes in an extra 20 sales a month, like that's still significant, right? It's like,
well, I made my first sale on Redbubble, and it was pretty low. It was only like 13 or 15 cents or something like that. But it's something. It shows that it works,
Yeah, totally. So on Redbubble, because I'm not as familiar, Redbubble, is that when you do you just need to upload the design once and then it publishes across all the products, or how's it work?
Yeah, just like that. It populates on like the different types of shirts, like the V-neck shirts, and they also have like posters and wall art, mugs, coffee mugs, a whole bunch of stuff. I think there's socks in there as well. So you just upload the image, and then it'll automatically populate on all the different products, just like that. All you have to do is just put in the description, and they have something called tags, which is kind of pretty much considered like keywords.
Sure.
So you just upload the tags, and then your price, of course, and that's pretty much it. And you just go on to the next one. The thing with Redbubble though is I notice a lot. I notice a lot of times I have to resize the image because sometimes it'll be on a shirt, but it'll be like too small, so you have to like stretch it out. Spreadshirt, not so much. You just upload the design and it populates pretty good. So yeah, I don't know. I think it is a good idea to get to the other platforms if you really want to do it. Like you said, you have like 700 designs now. Like if you really want to do it, don't go into the hole, and you have like 1,000 listings you haven't even started. So
Totally.
you might want to get started, I guess, pretty soon, or whatever's best for you, of course.
Yeah, sure. No, you're right though. I guess I've been a little hesitant just because I've been so focused on. I just want to get all my slots filled for Q4, and also I do want to say one thing on quarter Q4 because I did see someone in one of the Facebook groups that posted like today's. First of all, we're recording this. It's October 1st, right?
Right.
So someone posted in one of the groups like, "Wow, like horrible start to Q4," and posted like they only sold one T-shirt or something. And I just want to like reiterate for anyone that hasn't gone through an e-commerce Q4 that it's really not like October is not
right.
Like, my experience, October is not big. But then all of a sudden November it's like 2x your normal sales, and then again for me last year was like my December was 4x my normal sales. So I don't know. I just thought it was funny that person was like freaking out that it's not like the customers aren't thinking like, oh, today's the first day I can go buy stuff for Christmas.
Right.
Let's go. No, I don't know.
No, I totally agree. I mean, just because it's the start of the fourth quarter doesn't mean it's gonna like just pop off just like that. Like to your point, November was my biggest month last year when I was selling on eBay. So don't expect things to just start popping off in October, especially in the beginning.
Totally.
I only made one sale today, so I'm not mad about it at all.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess people keep hearing about oh, Q4 is gonna explode your business and all that. I guess they want it to happen like immediately, but it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, man, it's tough when you see all these other people posting their numbers up. So it's just good a reminder, like everyone's on their own path. So just do what you can and kind of keep your head down and keep working. I think that's the moral of the story.
Yep.
What we got? We got anything else?
I think I got everything off for September. I'm just really happy that it was a bigger month for me.
Yeah.
Hoping that October is going to be even bigger, and then so on and so forth. I'm glad where the business is moving.
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
just
say,
excited for the future overall.
like, look at where we've come since like 2, 3 months ago. Like the numbers are, drastically up. We're tearing up. Like we're going into Q4. We're connecting with all these awesome people out there. So yeah, I'm just like pumped for it's just compounding. Like things are just going to move up from here. So yeah.
Yeah, and what's funny is I'm actually going through a process of, I guess you could say, liquidating my eBay business because to me POD does take a lot of like energy and focus.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know, I have a lot of stuff in my apartment, I guess, so I don't really want to deal with just having physical inventory. I guess I got spoiled with POD.
Yeah.
So I'm putting everything in my eBay store on auction, getting all that stuff out there, and then like
Bro.
my main focus now is just gonna be POD because I enjoy it a lot. Like the whole research process, I love it.
Right.
Figuring out what people are interested in, I love all that. The whole aspect of like growing a business, hiring people, I love all of that. So
Yep.
POD is just pretty much what I'm gonna be focusing on going forward.
It's just so simple. I mean, it's so simple, and the money is there.
It's simple but challenging.
Yeah.
It's a good challenge. You
Yeah,
know.
it's a really good challenge. I mean, you're literally learning everything from product research, all these like really like important e-commerce related skills you get without the risk of having to buy inventory and all this stuff. So again, I think it's not just a great starter e-commerce business, it's a really great starter e-commerce business, but even beyond that, like you still can make some serious money on the platform from what we've seen with, a lot of the other sellers, and we're slowly inching our way up there, but making progress. So,
Yep.
yeah, cool, man. Well, I'd say that sounds like a good show. We've got some exciting guests coming up soon, so everyone who's watching, get excited. And yeah, do you want to mention anything else before we kind of close this one out?
I don't really have anything. If you guys want to, check out my channel, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I also have a Facebook group as well. So I'll leave all the links in the description for the Facebook group. And it's pretty much it for me.
Cool. Yeah, I think I'm the same thing. You guys can find, if you're watching this on my channel, a link to Chris's channel and Facebook group down below and everything else. So, yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to close this out?
Oh, my bad. All right. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Peace.